Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of the most difficult trading card games to get into. With over 10,000 different cards, and so many different products to choose from, where do you even begin? Using a budget of just £30 a week, I set out to mould my own deck and climb the competitive ladder all the way to the European Championships. The challenge? All my cards have to be obtained through sealed official products. I'm not allowed to trade, I'm not allowed to buy cards individually, and instead have to rely on the cold, hard luck of the draw. You're watching Yu-Gi-Oh! From scratch. I can't believe they actually did it. They nuked the format, which was well overdue, but they bent us over and stole our mommy. I've seen a lot of you admit defeat, put your dragons down and give up because of this. But not me. Boys, we got to get revenge. We ain't quitters over here, and as long as we still have LP, we've got some damage to do. The deck is not dead, and I'm going to show you how. But first, we got some names to throw out there because you guys have shown the series a lot of support since the last episode. Firstly, this week's budget is funded by Alfie Morton. He went out of his way to make a donation of £30 towards the series, so today's pools are thanks to him. No pressure. As for new supporters of the show, big shoutouts and thanks going to Mario Solis, Gamer Games, Daniel Carrillo, and Andrew McGrath Toski over on Patreon. And on YouTube channel members, we have, Jesus Christ, Adurite 427, Zenosama, the Stefano Turtle Yugioh, Eric Marquez, Lachlan Taylor, and Robert McCormick. The support is actually unbelievable. Like, we're in a weird spot where the channel's starting to require full-time work, and you guys are honestly making it doable. So it's all truly appreciated, and if you do want to make your own contribution, as always, links are in the description. So what are we gonna do now that we've lost our mommy? Sadly, it's not quite as simple as asking the police to find her. She's gone, guys, okay? Gone. Instead, we have to take a step back and look at what she actually brought to the table. Ib was an engine that would get us from our starting plays to Guardragon combos. What that means is we still have all the pieces that form our end board. We just need to now find a new way to actually get to those pieces. One card that does this, and is now more important than ever for the deck, is Starliege Seaford. The issue there is we need 3, and it's very hard to get. Another good option is Crystron Halqifibrax, also known as Needle Fiber. Again, we run into an issue because it's not out until March. So the actual solution that we're going to be using is a Crusadia engine. It's definitely a lot less efficient than Deck Mommy ever was, but with any Crusadia card and any extender, we can get to Soyuja and make our combos from there. Thankfully, everything we need is printed in the Gold Sarcophagus Megatins, so we're going to be revisiting them. We've already pulled a bunch of Crusadia stuff in the past, so we're going to have 2 lists here. One is the stuff that we need, and the other is the stuff that we want to sort of optimize our deck. The cards that we absolutely must have to make the engine work is Crusadia Spatha, which is a common, and Crusadia Magius, which is a secret. As for the optimal main deck monsters, we want a 3rd copy of Crusadia Draco, Crusadia Maximus because it's a light, and Crusadia Reclusia because it has good versatility. Beggars can't be choosers, however, so we'll see what we pull and take it from there. And don't forget, if you are enjoying the series, be sure to smash that like button, and to follow us on the journey, subscribe to the channel because, honestly, it's turning out to be a bit of a roller coaster with all these plot twists and obstacles. But anyway, wish me luck. Right, so coming in at £15 a pop, we have 2 Gold Sarcophagus Megatins, which gets us 6 Mega Packs. With 1 secret in every pack, that means 6 chances to pull the Magius we're looking for. And obviously with Spatha being a common, it should be relatively easy to pull, but there is like 200 commons in the set or something, so we'll see. As for other cards we're looking for, obviously the 3rd Nibiru will be nice to pick up. Dark Ruler No More would also be quite nice to have for upcoming formats and the new Master Rule change. Then of course all the dangers are in here as well, and with our strategy basically being Soyuja Turbo, they'll definitely be worth putting in if we get them. We do already have 2 Jackalopes obviously, and with Nessie being hit to 1, all we really would need is 1 Nessie and 2 Snakes. So a lot of cards we're looking to pick up, meaning these tins are perfect. Alright, so let's just dive right in here. There's a lot of dust everywhere, I think it must have been the packaging. Probably gonna have to hoover up after, but anyway. Starting with the promo packs, obviously everything being Prismatic Secret Rare, we have Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon, Red Eyes Alternative, and we actually got the 3rd Nibiru, nice. We've literally opened 3 tins in this series so far, and we've pulled 3 Nibirus. Our tin luck in general's actually been pretty mad, because what was it, 2 Boral Swords, Jackalope and a bunch of other stuff last time. Jesus. So, promo pack number 2, we have Magician of Black Chaos Max, Red Eyes Alternative again, Dimension Shifter, Raigeki, and another Reborn. Very nice indeed, can't say no to some more Prismatic Secret Rares, looking very nice in the binder. Now, onto the actual content. Mega Pack number 1, we have Heartless Drop-Off, Link Streamer, Altergeist, Crusadia Regulex, which is interesting, Noble Knights, Revenge Red Executor, Danger Nessie. Nice. Okay, so it's limited, and we've got our 1, which is perfect. We also get Secret Succession as well, which would have been good if we had Ib, but obviously we don't have Ib anymore, sad times. The reason Regulex is interesting is because we have a Crusadia engine. We could expand that for the Crusadia OTK combo. It gives us an easy win condition going second, but it does take up a lot of extra deck space, so... Oh my god, we got Snake as well. One pack after the other, and Crusadia Arborea, which I think we already have, but you know, it's worth putting to the side for now. So literally one more Snake and we have the full danger package. That's pretty nuts. But going back to the Crusadia discussion, I honestly don't think we can afford the space for Regulex and Equimax, and we have Boral Sword anyway, so the OTK potential's there already. Rounding off the first tin here, we have Goki the Great Ogre, Hip-Hoshiningen, Talisman, Borrelsword Dragon, and Morgan. No Spatha. Oh my god, 3 Boral Swords out of 3 tins. That is mad. We've also at least doubled our money on that tin alone. So let's keep that up, yeah? Pack number 4, tin number 2. We have Watchcat and Mamimake, Link Devotee, Vendread Nightmare, Terrifying Toddler, Link Turret, Froggo, Afterburners, Fraulein, and Chupacabra. Okay. Don't think I'll be using it, but it's still a nice pool. No Magius, Maximus, Draco, or Spatha yet though. I'm getting nervous because we only have 2 openings after this before we go to the regional. So second last pack here, we have Dark Dragster, a Tornado, Goki Face Turn, World Legacy, Shiny Meowth, World Legacy, Wee Witch, Dawn Dragster, which is quite nice, Vampire Sucker, and Mana Dragon, which is my favourite secret in the set. It's not worth anything, but it looks incredible. Right, so final pack of the episode. Can we pull something we need? Is it juicy? Let's find out. Starting off with Waking the Dragon, followed by Goki Ring Trainer, F8 Overheat, Shield Handler, Signet Ritual, Goki Bath Salts, okay, Network Trap Hole for the rare, Super Cyburst Witch, Ultra Nightmare Cerberus, which we don't have yet, so it's good to have. Danger Mothman for the secret. I'll take it. It's not the worst thing to get, and we could use it, maybe. Oh, thank God. There we go. There's Spatha. We got something that we needed. We're halfway there to the actual engine. Oh, last pack. Jesus. So in total, it's taken us like 4 tins to pull that 1 common we were after. The issue, though, is that Spatha on her own isn't going to do much. We need Magius if we want to have a reliable combo going first. So today, we're going to have to go back to our roots and build our deck to go second. Hella changes to be made, so let's go. Right, so I don't want to go too in-depth with the deck until we actually have access to the full engine. So instead I'll just throw a picture of the deck on screen before we go and play some duels. But I do want to give a shout out to the cards that are completely cut from the deck thanks to Ib getting banned. So first off, we need an F in the chat for Dino Coca-Cola. His only purpose was to help make Ib plays, so with Deck Mommy banned, we have no reason to play him anymore. Draconet has also been put to the side because while he is still a good card, we can no longer capitalize on his potential. That will change, however, when Needle Fiber comes out, but for now, ego bye-bye. Basically, while we're stuck in this limbo of trying to get the engine, our deck is going to look like a hot mess. But as long as it doesn't destroy our win-lose ratio, I'm okay with that. So I guess we should probably go take it for a spin. Just quickly though, I want to give you a quick demonstration of the Crusadia engine for those who may not be familiar. Like I said, any Crusadia card and any extender gets you to Saryuja, and here's how. So we're going to start by normal summoning Crusadia Maximus and linking into Magius. After that, you're going to want to use your extender to special summon to the zone Magius points to, which will trigger its effect to search for Crusadia Draco. Now, using your 2 monsters on the board as material, you're going to link summon Crusadia Spatha to the extra monster zone. Spatha also has a downwards arrow, so you're going to special summon Draco to her zone and activate Draco's effect to add back any Crusadia card to the hand. So adding back our normal summoned Maximus, we then want to link Draco into LP and activate the effect of Spatha on summon, which changes the zones of LP. The rest is pretty straightforward. LP summons Red MD from the deck, then Red MD summons any dragon from the graveyard, and there is your Saryuja draw 4. From here, the combo kinda depends on what you have in your hand and what you draw off Saryuja, but as long as you can get another level 4 dragon on the board, like through Saryuja's effect for example, link into Pisty and you can pop off from there. Draco adding a Crusadia card back to the hand is actually really good for card advantage because you can just shuffle it back with Saryuja if you don't need it. But that is what I meant by the Crusadia engine, that's how it works, and yeah, we kinda need to pull Magius at some point before the regional. So for now, let's move on to the duels. Right, so unfortunately the network adapter on my laptop is being a bit of an arsehole and won't let me download the matches, so I've imported this match overnight. There was a second one we played against Burning Abyss, and we did take it 2-0, but it was a fun match. So this match you're watching here is funnily enough up against Crusadia, and we won the die roll and we're going second. No idea why my extra deck is next to my actual deck, I'm sure I'll sort that out in a second, but Matt starts by normal summoning Crusadia Arborea and linking into Magius. He then summons Reclusia to its zone and activates the effect of Magius to search for Draco. You can probably tell what happens next. He links his 2 monsters into Spatha and then summons Draco to Spatha's zone, activating the effect of Draco to add back Arborea. He doesn't run the Guardragons though, so he moves Draco with Spatha's effect so he can summon Arborea to the zone and synchro into Dawn Dragster. He then sets 1 and activates the effect of Bigfoot, but we snipe it because it is a 50-50, so he passes turn. So he has a spell or trap negate with Dawn Dragster in 1 back row, and we draw into a Wyverburster, which is actually really nice. I start by activating Dragon Ravine and its effect pitching Jackalope for cost, which he lets go through. So I ditch Spiral off of Ravine and then summon Mothman off the effect of Jackalope because it was discarded. From there I banish Jackalope from grave to summon Wyverburster, and I really should go into Phoenix and pop his back row because I could then guaranteed kill him, but instead I do some stupid plays. Linking into Striker Dragon, I get Boot Sector Launch and Collapserpent from the deck. Then linking into Landfall Linkus, we go for some Guardragon plays. Since he has no available zones, I don't have to worry about getting super polyed. So LP summons Red MD summons a dragon, and we go into our Saryuja. Now he does have a zone though, so really we should have got rid of his back row, but it's whatever. Turns out it's called by the grave because when we activate Pisty's effect, he banishes Red MD from our grave. So using Saryuja, I summon Absorouter from hand, and then I activate the effect of Tempest in hand to special summon itself and link everything into a Boral Sword. Because Absorouter was sent to grave, I get a search for Rokket Recharger. It has a very niche effect in hand which you can sometimes use as backup, so that's why I added him. But I summon Crusadia Reclusia to the zone of Boral Sword and then activate its effect to pop itself as well as Dawn Dragster, so I can finally activate Quick Launch. This gets me to a potential Borreload Savage, but his last card in hand is, of course, Nibiru. The whole board gets tributed and the game is slowed down massively. I get a fat token, but it's not fat enough, so he can just beat over it on his turn. This is where Tempest becomes the MVP, because on my turn I use Tempest and the Recharger in hand to make spheres. So on his turn he goes straight to the battle phase and attacks. Obviously we bounce his Nibiru back to hand, but the other effective spheres gets ashed. Passes on an empty board and we poke him for 2-4 with Tempest and set an ash as well because we have 2. He passes again, Tempest comes back to hand, and we top deck a Nibiru this time, so we special the Tempest and tribute summon Nibiru. That's another 3000 damage on the board, but this time he actually has plays to make. Doing some Crusadia combos, he eventually pops my Nibiru with a Reclusia, which he protected with his own Arborea, and then links into Equimax. Taking 4100 damage to the face, it's our turn. And I don't think our top deck could have been any better. We get Pankratops.
That's big. That is.
Summoning the Panky Boy and then Tempest as well, we managed to break through his board and punch him down to 400 life points. He He sets one and we just have to top deck literally any monster. We get Crusadia Draco, which only has 600, but it's enough to do the job. Game 1 to us. Game 2, he makes us go first, and our hand is a little bit awkward. I start by normal summoning Recharger and linking into Striker Dragon to search for that boot sector launch. I'm really starting to like Striker Dragon, just getting that +1 out of nowhere is amazing. I also now have an extra body to summon Tempest, so I do just that, banishing Recharger from grave and Goliath from hand. Going very balls to the wall here, I link into Romulus searching for Dragon Ravine, and then activate the effect of Ravine Pitch and boot sector launch for cost. Bit of an interesting dump target here, but I send Galaxy Serpent so I can summon Collapserpent from hand. This allows me to start making some Guardragon combos, and when we get to the Saryuja, he does drop the Imperm, so we don't get the draw 4. Sadly, that means we don't get to any resources that will help build up a negate board, so instead we have to end on an awkward Spheres with Red MD and Tempest on board and a set Lost Wind. Over to him, he starts his Crusadia plays with a normal summoned Maximus. I let him climb all the way up until Regulex, where we flip the Lost Wind, because I don't want him to search the spell that makes his monsters unaffected. He links into an Ecromax, which we bounce with Spheres and grab a Spiral off his effect, which unfortunately enables his Super Poly. That's about as far as he can go though, so we do get Lost Wind back off of his summon, and then he clears our Tempest. Back over to us, we top deck a Rokket Tracer, which we normal summon, and it does get hit with the Ash.
Why are you like this?
So once again, we set up Tempest in defense and pass turn. He just sets one and goes to pass, but not before I pop our Tempest with Tracer to get Magnarokket from the deck. Drawing into Solemn Strike for turn, we pretty much have guaranteed game at this point. With access to both Dingirsu and Borreload Savage, if either one of those gets negated, then we're still going to be over the Starving Venom anyway. He does flip a Called By on Tempest, which really doesn't do anything, so we go into Ding anyway and take the game 2-0. So throwing our record from today into the overall ratio, we actually didn't ruin it. We went a flawless 4-0, although it doesn't really count because there was only 2 matches. But I'll take it. We want to stretch our wins away from our losses as far as we possibly can, so that if we do bomb out of the regional, we're still going positive. So there's really no point doing any kind of deck analysis while we're stuck in this go second limbo. The only thing I know is that we just need Magius, man. With just 2 episodes left before the regional, things are getting tight, and I'm a little bit worried, so pray for us. Beyond that, while we're entering a new format, I think Droll and Lockbird is definitely going to be something worth picking up. Spirals are looking to be pretty scary, and they can make some like proper nutty boards, so that's definitely going to be a deck worth keeping an eye on. And Lightning Storm is also legal soon now as well. So I'm wondering how that's going to affect sort of the representation of control decks. We will find out soon enough, I'm sure. So we're going to wrap this episode up now. If you made it this far, thanks so much for watching. I apologize for the lack of matches today. I'm getting really pissed off at my laptop, but I'm building my PC tomorrow, so I'll show you the new rig potentially in the next episode. Next upload will be on the 30th with the reveal of the Shaddoll structure deck. We're going to be doing some pretty cool things with that. So I will see you then, midnight on the 30th. Love you. Bye.
Gravel road, I've been asked to slow down. Fireplace, do you